Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome back to Sunday, June 29th, 2025. Um, I'm doing the week ahead spread, and this is for the collective, not just for me. If it resonates with you, let me know in the comments below. I'm using if you're just tuning in, I always use the deck that I'm used for the previous week. It's like the deck swan song ending thing that I do before I use new decks for the week. This is the Every Little Thing You Do is Magic Tarot. And then I also pulled a Oracle card from the Wisdom Havivi's Oracle. Both mass market, both on Amazon for like 20 bucks. But if you're just tuning in, I always do the energy, obstacle, and advice for the week ahead to see how my week's gonna go, or your week's gonna go, or our week's gonna go. I had an iced coffee here. It's kind of melty. And then my husband was like, let's go to this new place I've heard of. And I got a regular coffee from there. This place was disgusting. It was super overpriced. And I got a biscuits and gravy. I don't know what the meat in it was because it was not sausage. It was disgusting. We couldn't even eat it. And then the guy was like, how's your food? And we're like, great. We had to wind up throwing it away. It was that disgusting. But the coffee's good, so I'm drinking it because I have nothing in my stomach. And the couple bites I took of the food, I keep burping it up, and it's like, ugh, because it just, the taste over again. It was horrible. Anyway, I've heard good reviews of that place. Don't know why, because it was not good. They don't do traditional biscuits and gravy like I grew up in the South. So biscuits and gravy, the gravy's got sausage in it or bacon in it. Bits and pieces of it. This was some kind of huge chunks of meat. It tasted like Salisbury steak. And then they had everything else on their menu. They had chicken in it. I'm like, what is happening? We should have known from the menu. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're here to do a week ahead spread. Okay, so for the week ahead, the energy of the week, actually, let's do the Oracle card. So the overall theme of the week ahead is from the Wisdom Havivi's, and it is have patience. I love that considering what I just went through like 20 minutes ago, not even. But it's have patience, and it feels like this is screaming at me because I always joke that when God was handing out patience, I was in the ice cream line. So, because I have zero patience, I've never had patience. And this is a week of reflecting on that, I guess. So, that should be interesting. So, for the energy of the week, we have the Six of Swords. And again, that goes with being patient, walking away, moving over to a more Zen-like space. And look, he's sitting on what looks like lava. The Six of Swords is all about moving away from something that no longer benefits you, no longer fits you and your soul. And I love that. So whatever energy you guys are walking, in right now, you're going to be walking away from that. And be patient with it, because sometimes if you're in the muck and the mire of things, it feels like it takes forever to climb out of that. And it could be a day and it feels like it's 20 years. But so it's just the Oracle card matches that to me. Is saying be patient, your day is coming, you're moving out of this energy, this negative energy, but be patient, because it may feel like it's taking its time when it's really not. I love that. So that's cool. So the obstacle of the week. Ooh, the Five of Swords. What? And we get a freaking snake. Of course we do. And this deck has been shuffled a lot. So the fact that we got all swords here says something. And the Five of Swords is a negative type card anyway. It's I always see it, the RWS version of it, where it's a guy holding all the swords and there's two people walking away and he's like, I won the battle, But did you really, or how did you win this battle? Did you cheat? Did you overpower them? Did you bully them into getting your way? And so to me, that's what the Five of Swords represents in a negative aspect, is winning at all costs. But at what cost? Are you willing to do that thing? Are you willing, how far are you willing to go before you win? What are you willing to do that probably isn't moral or the right thing? How far are you willing to lower your standards to win? That's what I really want to say there. And I feel like that's very much all going together here, where it's like, of course, the Oracle card keeps popping up with have patience, because this energy, I feel like we're already in this energy where we're contemplating this battle, this thing that we're trying to escape. We're trying to get to the Six of Swords moment any way we can, but maybe we should be patient and wait it out and not stay in this Five of Swords energy. If we realize that we're in this Five of Swords energy and we are the problem, and we're almost willing to do whatever it takes to get out of this moment, then I think the having of the patience is that's where that comes in, and then we will finally be able to move on to the Six of Swords. I don't know if that's making any sense. It makes sense in my brain, but I don't know if it's making sense to you guys. But anyway, that's what I got there. Okay, and so for the advice for the week, Apprentice of Cups. So we have this, select the Page of Cups. We have a baby cow, and it's very serene, very calm, much less fiery than what's going on here. And I find it interesting because these both feel very fiery, even though they're swords cards. And then this one, of course, feels very serene, very calm, very energetically, like we've moved past the Six of Swords and we've settled into our new calm, our new, that we've settled into that new, the new life. But this is after the storm, after the Five of Swords has come, after we've gotten through the Six of Swords, and now we've found our peace and our quiet. That's what that feels like here. Interesting. I know this feels like a short one, but that's all I got. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're loaded to any future videos. And y'all have a good afternoon. Bye.